We're live. What is up, Minties? This is the Uncanny Omar here, and I am joined by this guy right here to my right, this gentleman, the astonishing Omni. Dog, you changed your name for this episode. How is everybody doing?
I'm doing fine.
It is Friday, well, at least here where I am, it is Friday evening. I hope everybody's doing well. So, now, we are going to be talking about the June solicitations for Marvel. That means that the books that are solicited for the month of June will go up for pre-order probably in about a month or so. So a lot of these books that you'll be seeing here, you can pre-order. And they'll be sold throughout the months of October. I think some of them are October and, of course, June, July. So that's the thing to understand when it comes to solicitations, that usually with Omnibus, like the Omnibus format, they're usually way ahead of time. If a book's solicited in June, it usually means October before it comes out. So
Okay.
keep that in mind. Trade paperbacks, not so much. Trade paperbacks, I think, is a couple of months. Like, I want to say if they're solicited for June, they might come out in July sometimes in June. So let's see. We got enough people watching. If we got enough people watching, we'll start this here in a minute. So Friday evening. Hope everybody's doing good. Hey, yo, birthday month. June 2nd. Awesome. How many March birthdays do we have out there?
Right
March,
here, dude.
You are not March, baby.
I am too.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Wait,
End of the month.
what year? Wait. Not what year. Don't
Don't
answer
ask
that.
what year.
What day? What day? March
28th.
28th. Okay. March 14th for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. Why did we have this conversation?
I don't know.
Yeah, cool. What's up, Alex the man? Hope everybody's having a good evening. It's Brian, my man Brian. This dude right here, shout out to him. He found me some whales when I was looking for the Moon Knight stuff. And we've been talking back and forth. Met him when we were in Baltimore. Had to come back and say hello.
Nice.
Well, I haven't seen this name in a while. Nicholas Munoz. What's up, man?
What up, Nickel Pickle?
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask why you call him that. I'm not gonna ask why you call him that.
I don't. I just said it.
My wife's birthday is March 14th. Awesome. Yeah, man. March 14th. Right before the Ides of March, right? All right. Let me make sure I am ready. I'll be sharing my screen. Again, I'll be looking at this screen. So there's one book I can't talk about. So we'll go back to us. I can't even say what it is, but I'm sure you all will hear about it. The catalog is being updated, so we should have the rest of the catalog sometime in the next couple of weeks, by the way.
Hi, Leslie. Thank you for saying hi, Jess. Hi, Leslie.
Oh, so you got one fan out there?
Yeah, one.
One fan.
Thank you, Leslie.
What's up, Javier? I'm just kidding. You know, people love you, man. Okay, let's start this thing. Jess, you ready? By the way, I can look at the chat, but Jess is also going to be my eyes for the chat. And yeah, if y'all have questions, want me to slow down, please let him or myself know. Let's get started. We're kicking it off with something big to me, and I know I've talked about it already, but this is now we get confirmation of when it's coming out. So let's start with that first.
Do you want to take down Alex the man's wife's birthday?
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that, Alex, man. Regardless, congratulations. Let me know if that's big enough, if that's too big.
There you go.
This is okay for everybody. I'll wait until say, yeah, man, go ahead, do it. Anyway, happy birthday to your wife, man. All right. First book up is Uncanny X-Men Omnibus Volume 3. Again, we're going to have both covers. Marvel's been doing this, releasing both the original cover and then the direct market cover. So direct market cover will be the All Smith cover. And then, of course, the standard edition is the Jerome Opeña. $100 for the reprint. I could have sworn these books were $125. Maybe I was wrong. So Moving on to Deadpool. Hey, it's Deadpool. This is the stories where editors decided what story best collects like this, like comprehends what this character is like, and they chose. This is pretty interesting because I haven't seen this yet. So they chose New Mutants '98, which is his first appearance, Deadpool: The Circle Chase, and Deadpool miniseries, both of those, and then the Deadpool ongoing series by Joe Kelly. So
Now, I got a question. When did Mark Waid write Deadpool? I didn't know that.
He did the Circle Chase, I believe. Did he do Circle Chase? Or did he do the follow-up? He did that with Ian Churchill. Ian Churchill was the artist. The one where he fought the Juggernaut. So
okay. I gotta get that.
Now if you do have the Omnis, though, if you have like the Deadpool,
yeah,
you have the classic
Deadpool
or the beginnings. You have Deadpool
Deadpool classic.
I don't think these are in there. It's in the Deadpool beginnings.
I had it.
Hold on, it's in the Deadpool beginnings, and it's also in the Deadpool and X-Force books. So,
I have Deadpool and X-Force.
You're good then. All of that is in there, with the exception of New Mutants '98.
I have that elsewhere.
That's in X-Force Volume 1. If you have that, do you have X-Force 1?
Yes, I do.
All right. I have zoomed in further. Is that good right there? Or do you want me to do that? You want me to do that? Is that good for everybody? Martian Pilgrim, he's the one that spoke up. So,
right.
Yeah, listen to my viewers. So next up, but wait, I gotta zoom out because I can't read this stuff. This is the monsters, the Marvel Horror Lives Again omnibus. We didn't know what the contents of these books are, but now we do. It looks like this is collecting a lot of stuff throughout Marvel. So we have like Uncanny X-Men, Incredible Hulk. So it's got stories from like the Wendigo, Blade, of course, Blade, right? Dracula, Satana, and then Ulysses Bloodstone, which is awesome, who is the monster hunter.
Mm-hmm.
So that is what this is finally going to be about. We finally get to find out what this is. That is the direct market cover. That is John Romita. And there will also be, is there another cover? Okay, yes. There's an In-Hyuk Lee cover. I love those dudes' variants covers. All right. Next up, we have the Eternals. This is the monster size Eternals. So these are the big freaking books, like the monster size, like Marvels, the Jim Lee XXL. Huge.
Is it as big as Behold Galactus?
Yes. So if you have Behold Galactus, you have Marvel's monster size book, and then the Jim Lee XXL. That's what this is. Collecting the first 19 issues of it. So the first run of Eternals by Jack Kirby and annual number 1. That is huge. By the way, I'm going to highlight this really quick. So Martian Pilgrim just confirmed that, so I was right. Uncanny X-Men was Volume 3 was $125 when it came out. So maybe this is a misprint? I'm going to be mad if y'all are paying less than I did when I book came out.
Yeah.
Wait a minute now. Colin David. Wait a second. But I mean, I can't imagine them charging less though. Maybe like I said, it could be, could be a misprint. So, but if it was 125 when it came out, that's how much they've been charging for the reprints.
You've already got rumors starting in your chat about God bless Marvel for dropping the price.
I said there could be changes, man. People hear what they want to. I'm sure it's a misprint. All right, so we looked at Eternal.
How much is that?
That's got to be, I was going to say it's $125.
That's pretty cool.
But I mean, it collects 1 through 19. If you like those big oversized art books, this is, Okay, so I am going to go through this really quick because this is not the contents of the book. I've been talking to David, and the contents for this omnibus has been changed, but at least you get to see the cover. And this is Excalibur Omnibus Volume 1 and Excalibur Volume 2. Rest assured, though, that the content is going to be in chronological order. So I don't know what it is yet. As soon as we get it, I'll post it on our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and that is at NearMintCon. If you're not following them, please do. Following any of those. So this is Excalibur Omnibus Volume 1. I'm going to just skip what was originally on here because that is being changed as I speak, or maybe later. But anyway, we're going to get it, and we're going to get it in chronological order, so rest assured this is Volume 1. Now the big one. The one people have been asking me about. So let's talk about. No, I'm sorry, Excalibur Volume 1. Sorry about that. Yeah. Sorry. Let's start rumors. Yes, sorry. This is Excalibur Omnibus Volume 1. Yes. Sorry about that. So, this is the Conan the Barbarian by Kurt Busiek Omnibus. Okay? So let's talk about this. So, of course, as soon as David told me, he saw my most beloved omnibus collection, and he emailed me. He's like, I think we probably could reprint or do a printing of the Kurt Busiek run. And I was like, dude, you're gonna make so many people happy if you do that. And of course, my first question was, will it be colossal size? Because I'm sure a lot of people are wondering if it was going to be or if it'll ever be. And I think they're going to stick much like the Grand Design to their standard oversized format, right? The Marvel oversized format. So that's what this is. This collect and let me explain.
Regular size omnibus.
Yeah, so this will be a regular size just from looking at this, the trim size and everything. So let's talk about this though. So just to clarify, at least to me, from what it looks like, this is an omnibus size. Now, some people will be upset. Some people will be happy. Some people are like, oh, cool. It fits with the regular Conan Omnis. Awesome. Then this is for you. If you're Colossals, if you're a big fan of the Colossal, you, for some reason, want the big book, sorry. I think this is going to be standard size. Now, or I'm sorry, normal omnibus size. Let's talk about the content. So the content is Conan the Legend 0, Conan 1 through 28, 32, 39, 45 through 46, and then Book of Thoth. All right. What's missing? Because we know Colossal Conan Volume 1 was 0 through 50, right? So obviously it's missing some issues. And I can tell you right now, looking at 29, 30, and 31, I know those are Mike Mignola written issues. So that's what's missing. And then the rest of them are the, what was his name? Was it Truman? Is that his name? The guy that ended up writing Conan for a long time. He went on to do Timothy Truman and Tim Truman. Okay. So that's the guys that wrote those issues. So I'm thinking maybe with the sales of this one, they'll do another omnibus with the Tim Truman stuff and the orphaned issues, because there's not a lot of orphaned issues. And one thing about Conan is that it's all different little short stories, right? So you've got a arc that's based on a short story from Robert E. Howard. So I think that's what they're going to do. Again, if you're just now joining, doesn't look like it's going to be colossal size. It's going to look like it's going to be your normal, standard Marvel omnibus size. And the content is the Kurt Busiek stuff. So, and one other thing to keep in mind is they don't have, they did 3 Colossal Conans, right? They did Conan the Barbarian that collects 0 through 50, and then the Sumerian, and then King Conan.
Mm-hmm.
There was enough stories to collect in between Conan the Sumerian and King Conan, like the Road to King Conan stuff. So hopefully we'll get some of that stuff in omnibus format. But there you have it. You'll have 2 covers. The Nord cover and the Linsner cover.
I think I like the... Ooh, what's this? Okay.
Well, we can look at that.
I was going to say, usually I'm a DM guy, but I kind of like the original cover a little bit better.
All right. And back to Marvel. The Marvel years, we have Conan the Barbarian, Volume 5, taking us all the way to 149. Goodness. 5 volumes, man. This is so awesome. So we have annual 6 through 9, Conan of the Isles. That's the one issue I left out. Dang it, I was so close. What If 39 and Conan the Barbarian 116 through 149. That is the Gil Kane cover.
Cool.
I don't know who's going to do the standard edition, but that is the direct market cover. We've got a couple of Masterworks here, and that is the 2-in-1 Volume 5 with the standard and variant, and the Ghost Rider Volume 2.
Ooh, I'm getting Ghost Rider.
Do you have the first one?
I do.
Okay, yeah. So this is the classic stuff, right, from the original Johnny Blaze years. And the one that I'm so excited about, Incredible Hulk by Peter David, Omnibus Volume 2.
Cool.
Now, let's look at the contents because I'm so excited about this. So this has Incredible Hulk 369 to 400, right? Annual 16 and 18 through 18, X Factor 76, and then material from Marvel Holiday Special number 2. Now, it looks like it's going to be on sale in September of 2020, but you, Curtis, and I did a kind of like a first look, and we didn't see this in there. So maybe they decided to change it, or maybe they'll decide to push it back. So I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but regardless, it's finally coming. So it is the Peter David Omnibus Volume 2. Now, do you have the first one?
I do.
Have you read it yet? Have you read it?
Not yet. I lost all the trade paperbacks in the flood, and that's why I was so excited this was coming out in omnibus form.
Okay, so then you've never read this stuff?
No.
Awesome.
I'm excited to.
You're in for a treat, my friend, for anybody that has never read it. To me, this is the definitive Hulk run.
Right, that's what I heard. That's why I can't wait.
Now, what's interesting about this is that it collects all the way to 400, right? The Visionaries Volume 8 ends with 396, I think, because the next one to pick up after that is the where is it? Oh, it's Ghost of the Past. This one here, this epic, right? And this epic starts with 397. So I was right, 396. So 397 picks up. So that's pretty interesting because they also have annual number 18 collected in here and the holiday special number 2. So some of that stuff is already in this omnibus. And one of the questions I get a lot is like, how long is, if they keep doing Peter David Hulk, how many volumes will it take? Man, I'm thinking a total of 5. And it's crazy, right? Because we got 2 Peter David Hulk omnibus this year. And I'm thinking 5 omnis, and you guys can please chime in the chat. Let me know what you all think. But I'm thinking 5 omnis will cover the remaining of his run. Even if you want to start, like, I don't know, maybe looping in some of those issues that weren't by him later on. But I'm thinking 5 will do it.
Sledge is asking why I'm more pinkish than usual.
Philip Evans is saying 4. Jesse is 5 for sure. Michael's asking, Omar, I love your show, but is there a Marvel run that you don't love? Yeah. A lot. Chuck Austin's X-Men, Daniel Way, anything. Don't ask me if I own any of that stuff, because yes. Yes, I own the Daniel Way Deadpool Omnibus. Yes, I own Daniel Way's Wolverine. Wolverine by Daniel Way is like one of the worst comics ever. And I still own it. I'm so damn weak. Tyler, my friend.
You are ballooned.
Sorry, no X-Men. No love for X-Men these days, man. Oh yeah. I think I've spoken strongly about the Bendis X-Men run. Yeah. Also not a fan of that. But if you are, awesome. More power to you if you love that stuff. Why don't you like Daniel Way? Whew. Where do I start?
I've never heard any of you guys talk highly about Daniel Way on anything.
I was just never a fan. I don't think he understood the character of Deadpool when he was writing him. He made him insane instead of like witty and smart, the way that he's supposed to be. Same thing with Wolverine. He never understood the character of Wolverine. He just wrote stories about some. Anyway, that's a whole nother episode. There's whole reasons, and I've gone on the channel a lot about why I don't like certain writers on characters. But so here it is, Peter David Hulk Omnibus Volume 2. Actually, I have to stop sharing for a second. How's everybody doing? Because I have to skip the next book, and we'll be back with
A normal color. Maybe it's because I have a pink shirt on with purple.
There's a reason he still isn't writing, Oh, Daniel Way or Chuck Austin. Chuck Austin's X-Men. But honestly, the runs that I don't like are usual runs that people always talk about, with the exception of Bendis. I think I was on the Bendis I'm not the biggest Bendis fan until I think for some reason in the last 4 years people were like, no, Bendis is overrated and stuff like that. I've never heard 10 years ago you never heard people complaining about Bendis. I think it was me, and people were like, you're crazy, he's amazing. Awesome. Okay. Omar loves Wildcats. I like Jim Lee. Those stories are atrocious. Even Chris Claremont's Huntsman story in Wildcats was I don't know. Okay. All right. 2000 Bendis. See what I mean? Yeah, everybody back then was like, no, Bendis is awesome. I was like, nah, he's not that great. I don't get it. But to each their own, man. It's all subjective. There's a lot of comic runs that Jess hates that I'm like, no, man, it's genius. Or vice versa.
Sure. We can't all like everything.
True. All right, let's do it. Infinity Crusade Omnibus, the finale of the Infinity Trilogy. So, our shout out to our friend Gabe, Infinity Watch. We're getting a Stephen Platt variant cover. The Stephen Platt is going to be the direct market cover. So, that is crazy. Infinity Crusade Omnibus. So the standard edition will have the Ron Lim cover, but the mapping on this is freaking immaculate. You have Infinity Crusade, the miniseries, Warlock Chronicles, the miniseries, Warlock and the Infinity Watch, the tie-ins, and then you have all the tie-ins throughout the Marvel Universe, so it's very much like the Infinity War Omnibus, right? So, now, the Infinity Gauntlets and then Infinity War and Infinity Crusade, it kind of went like that to me as far as like storytelling, but that was just me. A lot of this was collected in the Infinity box set too. I don't know if you all have that or not, the Infinity Gauntlet box set that came out a couple of years ago. Some of that stuff was in there. And moving on to Eternals. This is the Eternals poster book.
That's a pretty picture.
That's a Daniel Acuna picture.
Acuna Matata?
No. Different continent. The Eternals by Jack Kirby, the complete collection. This is pretty interesting. So we're getting a trade paperback of the remastered stuff, right? But we're also getting a trade paperback with a direct market cover. So the direct market cover for your purist is the one with the original colors. And then the complete collection has the new colors. So pretty interesting that we're getting that. I know there's a lot of people that are like, no, man, they shouldn't upgrade the colors. And if you noticed, I don't know if these are going to be the final volumes or not, but in Incredible Hulk,
don't go back.
Oh, thank you. The Incredible Hulk has the original colors. So I don't know if they're going to go back and change those to modernize the colors, maybe because John Byrne complained that, hey, don't recolor my stuff, please. So we're moving into the trade paperback and the Epic Collection stuff. We have Thor by Donny Cates Volume 1, collecting the first 6 issues of that, $17.99. So that's the cover right here by, I think that's Oliver Copiel. And more Star Wars stuff. This is the first volume of Star Wars the new series. So this takes place after Empire. So if you've read all of Greg Pak's run that finishes out the first 75 issues, now we have stories from after Empire Strikes Back. Star, I don't know I don't even know what this is. Do you know what this is?
Oh yeah, she was birthed out of Captain Marvel.
Marvel. So it is a Kelly Thompson character?
Yeah.
Okay, so Kelly Thompson's writing it.
Good. I'll read this.
Okay. Black Cat, Volume 2. I thought
Mm.
the first one was pretty good. I liked it. Collecting 6 through 10 and annual number 1. Now, you heard it here first. So, we're getting Marauders, Volume 2. We knew that was coming, 7 through 11. What I didn't know was coming, and I guess they're selling so well, is we're also going to get Excalibur, Volume 2. So there's this. This is what I didn't know was coming. Dang it, where is it? This is Immortal Hulk 7. Sorry. I'm hyping it up, and there's Morbius. We'll get to it.
What
Hold
are
on.
you doing?
I was looking at the Dawn of X stuff. There we go.
Oh.
So, I've gotten so many questions about these, and this is like, how are they going to collect the rest of this stuff? Because the Dawn of X trade paperbacks collects, like, like we talked about, Volume 1 collecting all the first issues, Volume 2 collecting the second issues. But we know that some of this series is over. It's like Fallen Angels is over, so there's no point in doing a Dawn of X Volume 7. Well, guess what? They're going to continue, but they're called Nation Building. So Volume 1 will collect Marauder 7, Excalibur 7, X-Force 7, and Wolverine number 1, the new series. Dawn of X Nation Building Volume 2 will have Marauders 8, New Mutants 7, Jean Grey and Emma Frost, the giant-size X-Man, X-Force 8, and X-Men 7 and Excalibur 8. So that's kind of crazy that they're going to they're continuing releasing it in this format, in the suggested reading format. For Marvel, to me, this is a first. Like, I've never seen them do this. Good news, bad news, right? Like, I don't know. Good news if you're getting these in trade paperback, and you want to read them quicker than waiting for the 9 or 10 issue or 6 issues that are going to be collected in trade paperback. Yeah, this is an easier way. Bad news is you're like, I don't care about this stuff. I only care about X-Men, or where's the Omnibus? The fact that they're doing this in suggested reading order will make an omnibus so much easier to map later on. So, I don't know. That's just Omar talking. That's not Marvel talking at all. It's just like looking at this, you just put a bunch of books together, man, call it a freaking omnibus and be done with. Now, when it comes out, if it ever comes out, at least you're looking at a year at the very earliest. But who knows? It really depends on how the rest of the stuff how the rest of the series goes, and if the books continue. Atlantis Attacks trade paperback, not the classic, but this is the new Atlantis Attacks, written by Greg Pak. Arrow Swordmaster. So this is both series together, containing Arrow 1 through 6 and Swordmaster 1 through 6. So if you bought the recent trade paperbacks, I'm sorry, they're all going to be collected in one. Did you make that sacrifice, Jess?
I bought Arrow, yeah.
Well, now you could have waited for the same price. You could have Arrow and Swordmaster.
That's just great.
Thank you for your sacrifice, Jess.
You're welcome.
Ghost Spider with a cover by Greg Land. Volume 2. Hawkeye Freefall. Matthew Rosenberg. This must be the new series. Yeah. Matthew Rosenberg. Odo Schmidt. And then we have a new Marvel Zombies Resurrection trade paperback. I have not read any of this stuff yet. Then again, Marvel Zombies, Okay. Then we have The End. I didn't even know about some of this stuff. So we have Captain America The End, Captain Marvel The End, Deadpool The End, Doctor Strange, Miles Morales, and Venom The End. All collected in one trade paperback. This is the newer The End series, I believe. So 200 pages. $24.99. And the monograph edition, The Art of Jimmy Chung. At this moment, I like to remind everybody to please smash that like button and subscribe if you have not. Thank you all for watching. Avengers of the Wasteland. Have you heard about this? I haven't heard about this.
I haven't.
This is Ed Bryson, and it's a new story from the world of Old Man Logan.
Oh.
Yeah. So I have not heard of this. Ruins of Ravencroft Carnage. This is the Frank Terry series, if I'm not mistaken. So it collects the one-shots Carnage, Sabretooth, and Dracula. And then Ravencroft, also by Frank Terry, which is the miniseries. From the Gamerverse, we have Spider-Man, The Black Cat Strikes. This is part of the Spider-Man Sony video game universe in comic book format. That's a lot of great art, but a lot of it is written by Dennis. By the way, this is the first time I saw this. A couple of months ago, I did the first look at one of these, and I didn't know that was. I thought that was his last name.
Hopeless?
Yeah.
I thought so too.
Apparently, it was just a nickname. All this time.
That's funny.
So Wasteland is still ongoing at issue 2 currently. Thank you, Martian Pilgrim. Hellstrom. We're getting the Evil Origins. So this is some classic stuff from the 70s featuring Hellstrom. I know we had some thicker trade paperbacks before. $24.99. Silver Surfer Parable trade paperback. Now we had the Treasury edition, the hardback. Now we're getting a trade paperback. I just did a first look at the Marvel Treasury edition of the History of the Marvel Universe, which, by the way, is freaking beautiful. I know I said that on the video. And somebody was asking me if they're going to release them in hardcover or in trade paperback. And I honestly see it being released in trade paperback before I see it in hardcover. Just because I know those Treasury editions are just something Marvel is trying to push, and they're really beautiful books. I love. Did you get? Are you getting the History of the Marvel Universe, dude?
I am now that you told me to. Yeah, you told me how great it was.
It was like I couldn't put that book down, and I know like I don't know everything, but I was like I know a lot of this stuff, but just reading it like that, the way just the narrative that he uses, oh man, it's beautifully drawn. Javier has become one of my favorite artists, like just from that book alone. He is freaking awesome. Peter Porker, The Spectacular Spider-Ham, complete collection, volume 2. I can't believe we live in a time where we're getting Peter Porker. Let me just say this again. We live in a time where we are getting Peter Porker, The Spectacular Spider-Ham, complete collection, volume 2. Yet DC canceled my Man of Steel Omnibus. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Marvel's like, sure, Peter Porker, whatever, volume 2. DC's like, I don't think we can take a chance with this John Byrne and Man of Steel. I don't think it'll sell. God, what? Anyway. Black Widow Epic Collection. So this was pushed back. This was originally, I think, supposed to be sometime in May, I believe, but now it's been pushed back to July. So this is the second volume. If you got the Omnibus, this is the stuff that's in the Omnibus. But if you didn't get the Omnibus and are just wanting the Epic Collection, here it is.
This is the earliest stuff, right?
Yeah, so this is volume 2. And a lot of people have been waiting for this one. X-Men Epic Collection Proteus. This is volume 6 of Uncanny, or X-Men volume 6, but the second volume of the new X-Men Genesis, like the ones written by Chris Claremont, which is what you want anyway. So collecting 111 through 128. By the way, I love this cover. I love this cover so much. This is 114, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I know somebody in the chat will prove me wrong if I am mistaken, but I've got it signed by Stan Lee, John Byrne, and Chris Claremont. I love that. Like that cover from my childhood. I remember I'm like, why are the X-Men dead? What happened?
Are you going to start crying?
No, shut up. And if I did, it'd be man sweat, not crying. All right, New Mutants. This will be the final New Mutants Epic Collection, and I'm sorry, chronologically final, not as in like this is the last one. We're not getting any more. So, New Mutants Epic Collection Volume 7, collecting New Mutants 86 through 94, Annual 5 through 6, New Mutants Summer Special 1, X Factor Annual 5, and X-Men Annual 14. Now, the questions are going to start pouring in, I'm sure. Omar, New Mutants went all the way to 100. What the hell? I tell you what the hell. New Mutants 95, 96, and 97 are collected in the Extinction Agenda milestone or the hardcover. And New Mutants 98, 99, and 100, I believe, are collected in the X-Force Epic Collection and the X-Force Omnibus Volume 1. So, wait a minute. Am I wrong? Are they not collected in the Blade Pocock? Near mint condition, not final unless they release an X-Force number 0 Epic Collection. Somebody that has those, check for me, please, because I can't. I'm pretty sure I'm right, because 95, 96, and 97 are Extinction Agenda. 98, 99, and 100 are know for a fact are in the X-Force Omnibus, but are they in the X-Force Epic number 1? It's not like I have the internet at the palm of my hand. Hold on 1 second. I don't know why I'm saying somebody check. X4, don't X4. I'm almost willing to bet money. Why am I bothering even looking? The Uncanny Omar, not the Astonishing Jess.
Hey, take it easy.
Sorry about that. That was uncalled for. Okay, so Volume 1 collects 1 through 15. Shit, I was wrong. Okay. They're not in the first epic. Go. Sorry about that. Yeah. Good. Damn it. I should have probably reviewed myself before I made that comment. So I was wrong. 90. How are 98 and 100? That leads into X-Force. What else can? Because there's not much to collect after that. I mean, they could collect Annual number 7, right? And the crossover of the Kings of Pain. And 98, 99, 100. What else? What else? That would be a small epic. Omar's fired. Where's Maddie? All right, take it easy. Put the freaking torches down, guys. I made one mistake. All right, let's see here. So Blade is saying the remaining New Mutants issues, plus the annuals, plus maybe the whole Extinction Agenda. Yeah, that will do it. I didn't think about that because I forgot that's what they did with X-Force and Executioner Song. They could put the whole Extinction Agenda event in there. Man, it's just such a... So I guess we'll have one more volume. You guys are right. I was wrong. Volume 8. I'm out. Jess, take over the show. Everybody, internet, you guys have been great. You guys have been great, internet. Much love. I'm retiring. All right. Damn, but that's what they're doing. I forgot that's what they're doing with these epics because X-Force Epic had the Executioner Song, the whole event. David is about to end this man's career. I just got started. I don't even know what that career is. Guessing Omnis? Omar questioning David's mapping. David's going to block this. I wasn't questioning anybody's mapping, man. Come on. Let's see. Omar, Omnidog, can you tell me when pre-orders hit Tales of Wonder? I know that DCBS takes pre-orders usually. So the pre-orders that you'll see for this month won't be until, I say, April, like around April 5th, April 6th is when they'll start taking pre-orders for the June solicitations. Right now, they're doing the May solicitations.
I specifically don't pre-order stuff because then I forget about it and buy it again when it comes out, and then I end up with 2 copies of the book. I can't tell you how many times that's happened to me, so I don't ever pre-order.
All right, wait, I don't. First of all, David Cotta, I don't use Well Actually, okay? That's my co-host. That's Jeff. I do not use Well Actually.
Nobody says that.
A lot of people say that. Not me. Anyway, moving on. Y'all made me lose my freaking train of thought. Shang-Chi, Earth's Mightiest Martial Artist, trade paperback, collecting X-Men 62 through 64. That's the new okay, so this is the new stuff when he came back. All right, so this is when Mark Waid, I think, Scott Lobdell. Yeah, when they were writing his stuff. So this is when he came back and joined the Secret Avengers. It's throughout all these years, 90s and early odds and 2011.
Warren Ellis, Jonathan Hickman.
Yeah,
Wow.
well, remember, Ellis did the Secret Avengers and Hickman did Avengers.
Oh, okay.
Heroes Reborn, Iron Man trade paperback. Collecting Iron Man 1 through 12, Avengers 6 and 12, which is the crossover, Fantastic Four 12, Captain America 6 and 12, and material from Heroes Reborn half. That all of that is collected in the Heroes Reborn Omnibus. If you have it, if you don't have it, there you go. If you wanted. X-Men Milestones, Age of X. So somebody was asking me if we were going to get an Age of X-Man and where's House of M? And I'm wondering that too. Where's House of M? I figured by now we'd have collected it in this X-Men Milestone line. But here's Age of X, all the stuff from Mike Carey's run and the New Mutants and the crossover from the Age of X Universe 1 and 2. My man, Legion Quest speaks to my heart. We need a Heroes Return Fantastic Four Omni. I think after these complete collections get finished, which I think they'll need one more if I'm not mistaken, they'll probably start doing some Omnis. Because remember, we went through 2 different printings of Thor trade paperbacks by Dan Jurgens. And then we had the Cap run by Mark Waid before all that stuff got an omnibus format. Same thing with Kurt Busiek's Iron Man. And hell, we had Kurt Busiek's Avengers in trade paperback and then an oversized format. And then we got finally the omnibus. So here's Star Wars from the Journals of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Ooh, Jason Aaron. I haven't read any of this stuff.
Yes, you have.
I have?
Yeah. Let me help you out, Jess.
Okay.
This is collecting stuff from Star Wars, the series that you have, the Omnibus 750, 2026 through 30, and then number 37.
Oh, I was thrown by the title.
Yeah, I got you, man. I got you, dude.
I don't know why you have me on.
Because of questions like that. Oh, I need to buy this. Well, I mean, I could let you buy it. Sure, dude. Marvel Comics, The World Outside Your Window. They released this in hardcover last year. It's a beautiful collection of just real world events impacting the Marvel Universe. So now they're releasing it in trade paperback. Hey, it's our buddy Drummond Art. Go follow him on Instagram. The guy's a wonderful artist. And so, I don't know if Matthew's still on here. He was on here earlier, but shout out to Matthew, who has a wonderful Instagram as well.
Oh, Matthew just sent me the most gorgeous drawing of Emma Frost he did for me.
Dude, he sent me a Wolverine. Wait a minute. For my birthday, what did he send it to you for?
Because I commissioned him, sucker. I commissioned him to do a bunch of X-Men women.
Oh, okay.
He's doing Psylocke next.
Okay, there's
my art.
I was like, he gave me a picture of Wolverine right here. Look, I got it up. I was going to thank him in my haul. Wolverine right there.
Oh,
he sent it to me for my birthday. And I'm like, it's not your birthday. Anyway, so that's Matthew. Go follow him. Him and my buddy Drummond Art.
I have some of his art too.
Then the Marvelverse stuff. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I got sidetracked trying to one-up Jess. Winter Soldier by Ed Brubaker. This is the complete collection. This is for the first time being released all in a fat trade paperback. This has been released in the omnibus format and it's been released in smaller trades. Hey, do you guys, what are the best sites to pre-order books? There's not that many, honestly. I can think of DCBS and Tales of Wonder right now, and that is it as far as I know, other than Amazon. But, I mean, if you're a collector who wants to go the Amazon route, they will beat the crap out of your book. Marvelverse stuff. This is the stuff for kids, or the stuff that I know that my kids enjoy. So they're doing the Spider-Man, Spider-Verse, Spider-Women graphic novel line. And then Spider-Man, Spider-Verse, Spider-Ham.
More Spider-Ham.
I'm going to go back and review really quick in case for some of you all that missed it and just now joined. And I need
through what you're not supposed to zip through.
Thank you. Thank you, seriously, for reminding me. I wasn't going to, but I appreciate the reminder. All right. So really quick, coming in the months of October, we have Uncanny X-Men Omnibus Volume 3, the reprint. If you missed out on it, here's a perfect chance to go and get it. Both the direct market cover, which I'm just going to go ahead and say it, will probably be gone soon, because when this originally came out, that freaking direct market cover sold out within like a couple of days. Now we have a lot more collectors. We have this, high demand for this particular reprint. That direct market cover might be gone in a day. So I don't want to spread FOMO, but I'm looking out for the collectors, because I know there's a lot of people that collect just direct market covers. Deadpool, Marvel Select, but let's look at the Omnis. We have Marvel Horror Lives Again Omnibus. Again, appearances by Dracula, Wendigo, Blade, Bloodstone. Who else? Satan, I think, is in here. Yeah, the Devil's Daughter, Lilith, and a lot of other stuff. I was a big fan of the Marvel Horror stuff, so the Horror Lives Again Omnibus. Some of this stuff has been collected, by the way, in the X-Men Omnibus, Incredible Hulk trade paperbacks, and, of course, Tomb of Dracula. The Eternals. This is the monster size hardcover. So these are the big books. If you go back, and I've done an overview of the Jim Lee XXL and the Marvel's monster size book, that's the size that we are looking at. Excalibur Volume 1. Again, I'm not going to look through the actual content because it's being changed. Rest assured, though, it will be in chronological order. This will be Volume 1 of Excalibur. We're finally getting it in omnibus format. Heck yes. The Conan the Barbarian by Kurt Busiek, Omnibus Volume 1. Or actually just the complete omnibus, because he didn't do anything else after this. But this is everything that he wrote over at Dark Horse. So this is the Dark Horse stuff. This is the new modern stuff. $125 for the complete run. Hopefully there'll be a Truman omnibus later on. That would be cool, because Conan is selling well enough that we're getting a Volume 5. The original Marvel years. This is the Gil Kane direct market cover. There's the Masterworks, and we have the Incredible Hulk by Peter David Omnibus 2. Collecting $369 to $400. So we're dipping into this epic collection already. And also the 16, 17, and 18. And then, of course, Marvel Holiday Special number 2. Annual 18 and Holiday Special were in here. And the crossover with X Factor, number 76. Hold on one second. I got to stop sharing. And then we'll look at the last omnibus. Nice. And finally, looking at the last omnibus for the solicitations in June, will be on sale in October. So October has a lot of good omnis. Infinity Crusade Omnibus hardcover by Ron Lim. That's the cover by Ron Lim, and this is the cover by Stephen Platt. All written by Jim Starlin. This is the final chapter in the Infinity trilogy. So Infinity Gauntlet, Infinity War, Infinity Crusade. And the mapping on this one is solid. I love all the stuff they have. One issue of Mark Spector Moon Knight, and it's the variant cover because of Stephen Platt with his Mark Farlane-ish artwork that he did back then. So that, as they say, is that. Jess, or anybody in the chat, what are you most excited about? Out of curiosity, out of all these omnis, what are you excited about? And me, I'm excited for people to be able to purchase the Conan book and Uncanny X-Men for the first time, Volume 3.
Excuse me. Since I have those, I would say that I am most excited for the Peter David Hulk. Since I lost those in the flood and have never been able to read it, I am very excited for it.
For me, now that I can look here and actually think about this, I think I'm most excited about Excalibur.
I was going to ask you if I should get that, but I know the answer is yes, so I'm not going to bother asking you.
Well, Excalibur is just one of those. X-Men at the time was so dark and moody. Excalibur was a lighthearted tale. It's like it's featuring some of my favorite X-Men now in a different team, all the way in a different continent. Yeah, of course I'm excited about Peter Hulk. I mean, that's obvious, but I think I'm more excited to finally own a lot of this Alan Davis original, like just the original years with him and Chris Claremont in oversized format. I can't wait for that.
Okay.
So that's the one that I'm most excited about, and of course Peter David, yeah. And it's nice to finally be able to wrap up the Infinity trilogy. The original Infinity trilogy is freaking awesome, man. Omar, when's the next haul video? I'm thinking Monday. I'm waiting because, and this is first world problem, guys, really, because it's coronavirus thing, man. We got one person here 20 minutes from me that has it. Like they already have them in quarantine. But it's slowed down a lot of the shipping for a lot of, not just overseas but here too. So some of my packages I'm still waiting. So hopefully Monday I'll be doing that. I'll be going over some DC stuff too. And yeah. Yeah, that's my weekend plan. What were the issues on the Immortal Hulk trade? Any word for a Volume 3 hardcover? Not yet. We don't even have Volume 2 out yet, but let me check the Volume 7, I think is what it is. Yeah, it's Volume 7. Oh, Butch Guys and Joe Bennett. 31 through 35 on that Volume 7. I got you, man. Excalibur's very British. It's very dry humor and yet also abstract Monty Python-esque comedy. It's a good way of putting it. Yeah. Wait a minute, you live over there. Did it feel very British? Of course it did. Chris Claremont's British. I'm with Omar. Excalibur rocks. Been there from the beginning, the very first issue. I'm just excited, man. That time in X-Men was a lot of fun. Like, because they didn't even like Excalibur was the redheaded stepchild, as they say, of the X-Men that nobody ever paid attention to, even during crossovers, right? Like during Fall of the Mutants, Inferno, like issues, what was it, 6 and 7 of Excalibur? The X-Men didn't even care that the Excalibur was there. I don't think that they mattered with X-Men until the what is Fatal Attractions. Fatal Attractions is the first crossover that they actually had with the X-Men. And that is a long way out. Jess probably wouldn't like Excalibur Silver Tone to Waha Justice League.
Oh, thank you for the warning.
Warning, dude, most people would be like sold. It's like JLI Justice League. Yeah.
Not my cup of tea.
Come on, man.
No.
I can't believe you.
That's why we get along.
Excalibur Omni Month. Missed that. Omar, thank you for sharing the details of Conan. Anticipation was killing me. You're welcome. There was a lot of people that were wondering about that. Now, I myself have wondered since, David mentioned it through email, like, be nice to do that reprint. So he surprised a lot of people. There you have it. Conan the Barbarian by Kurt Busiek. Excalibur never mattered to the U.S. audience. Captain Britain never got the love he deserved. We got what was the character that Scott Lobdell made out of Captain Britain because he didn't know how to write him? Britannic? Was that it? Britannic? Oh man. Hey, you're not alone, Legion Quest. Captain Britain was totally underrated. You have that Captain Britain omnibus, right, dude?
I do.
Yeah. That's one of those books, man, that took forever to sell out. So maybe one day we'll get that reprinted for the people that need it. What about Captain Canuck? Now Captain Britain is Psylocke. People will care? I don't know. That run's been pretty interesting. That thing is worth like $500. Which one? The Captain Britain omnibus?
It is.
Don't tell Jess that. You'll see one. You'll see one appear on eBay for $495 right now.
$4.99.
I'm excited for all things. My head is gonna explode. All right. Awesome. Yeah, if anybody has any questions, let us know. This is the part of the show where we answer questions or pretend like we can answer them with any kind of authority.
Oh, I'm totally pretending.
I know. Morbius, there is a Morbius. I believe there's a backlist of Morbius and Preludes and Nightmares. I'm excited for anything X-Men related. Yeah, Excalibur Omnibus is coming. Alpha Flight reprint or Volume 2. I love that. I love, because that's the Bill Mantlo years for a Volume 2. I would love that collection. Hopefully one day. Omar, what is your take on pre-ordering Omnibus? My take on pre-ordering Omnibus, as Omar, the guy that watches a YouTube channel or has a YouTube channel, I understand a lot more now about why pre-ordering is important to a lot of these places. I'm going to use this case in point, the recent Daredevil and Uncanny X-Force, right? Without pre-orders, Marvel has no idea how many books to print, right? So they're kind of just like, okay, we think it will sell like this because they're waiting for pre-orders from in-stock trades. They're waiting from orders from cheap graphic novels. And the only places that actually have assured pre-orders are like places like Tales of Wonder or DCBS. So Marvel having to wait on that usually means like they can either under order or over order. And as a business, you know what you're going to do, right? You can't over order or you're going to be liquidating the stuff. So you got to under order. And then, damn, just like that, with less than 2.5 hours, Uncanny X-Force was gone everywhere. And keep in mind, this is a reprint, not even the very first time we've had Uncanny X-Force in omnibus format. It was gone. And, there of course will be more, but it's just a matter of like, how do we predict that? And I think that's where pre-orders come in. So
you can't pre-order from in-stock trades. Djizkirik. You pre-order from DCBS or TOW, Tales of Wonder, but not in-stock trades.
Yeah, so that's the only two places right now that have a pre-order, right? Pre-order locks you in at that price, and you pay for it. I think DCBS does it, like if you pre-order, like they're doing May right now. If you pre-order now, the cutoff is like, I want to say April 6th or something like that, and they'll charge your card April 15th. Regardless of the omnibus coming out like 3 or 4 months later. That's just the way it works. Yeah, Cheap Graphic Novels doesn't have a way of pre-ordering yet, but I think he said he was going to work on that. Because I think it's very important, especially for collectors that don't want to miss out on this stuff. Right? I hate to see a lot of people that are excited about these books finally being able to get it, but because they were working or because, I don't know, they were on a flight somewhere, whatever, they don't have access to this stuff. And then by the time they get off work, they're like, well, crap, it's gone. And the most important comment I've gotten tonight. Pizza Dude is here. I'll be back in a second. My man.
That's a Psycho Cleveland comment.
I miss that guy.
I know, me too.
Sadly, JLI Omni had some issues. Bad reproduction and missing dialogue. Yep, it has missing dialogue. I think I may have written mine in. I did that with my Kingdom Come, too, when it originally came out. I had an issue with Shattered Grid. It was horrifying. Thankfully, I snagged it from Amazon, but it was sheer panic.
I remember that. I remember ordering that specifically.
I remember Year 2 was the same way, Tyler. Remember Power Rangers Year 2? I had to get mine from Walmart. I don't order books from Walmart. Right? What monster orders books from Walmart? The guy that's desperate. Yeah, my War of the Realms pre-order still $37.50. Dude, if you got that in at Amazon, I don't know where you got that, but if they honor that price, awesome. There's a few places that do. I know DCBS doesn't. If there's a price hike, usually they'll write you an email going, "Hey, this book went up $30. We're charging you $15 because it's 50% off for pre-orders." But Amazon will honor it. Amazon will honor it so much, even with a different ISBN. Let me tell you what I did. Just knows this story. Do you remember Commandi? Remember when Commandi came out, the omnibus? And I'm like, I think Amazon had it. It was like $20-something, right? This $100 and something book. DC canceled it. Commandi Omnibus, right? They resolicited it, different cover, different ISBN, different content, and of course the price of 125, I think, 150. And I remember I think we were on an episode together, and I said, Jess, I'm gonna call Amazon. I'm gonna get that damn book for that price that I paid. And he was like, dude, it's a different book. I'm like, I don't care. And I did, and I did. It took me 2 people. I had to talk to 2 different people, but I was like, no, y'all better honor this price. I'm an Amazon Prime member, damn it. I threw all that in there. So that's how I got my copy cheap. So Amazon usually honors that stuff, but there's a lot of places that don't. Does DCBS do free shipping? No, they do not. They have a flat rate. Depends on, I think, I have a monthly rate, a weekly rate, and a bi-weekly rate is what they have. I have to order from Amazon Germany, otherwise I can't afford my comic edition. Yeah, and the European market and Australia, you guys, man, I I don't know how you all do it. I wish there was like a sister site to Marvel over there that can just print books and you all could have your own places like we do here in America that just sell them for a discount. So Alex the Man said I just pre-ordered an Omni from DCBS at $7.50 for shipping, and I think that is flat rate shipping. Tales of Wonder does shipping if you order over $100 worth of stuff. So there you go. You can pre-order from those places. Anybody know if the Loeb Omnibus or Loeb print? Making an order and wondering if I need the blue red. Oh,
I can actually answer that. I still have the page up.
There you go.
Okay, what's it called exactly?
Isn't it called the Jeff Loeb colors? The red, blue, gray.
I don't have the Omni. I have the hardcovers.
Yep. Oh, the books?
Yeah, I just have the books. I didn't get the Omnibus. Wait, what's it called?
The Omnibus, the Jeff Loeb, the color Omnibus. You know what I'm talking about? That sounded like a Turtle Dog question.
That's where I am right now on Turtle Dog's page.
Y'all know that dude. That's where I get that guy and Brooks have made my job so much easier than what it used to be like 8 years ago when I would look for this stuff myself.
Oh, Turtle Dog's amazing.
And then Curtis does the low and out of print stuff on his Facebook page, the the Marvel Epic Collection Facebook group, which is a great group. So IST still has the color.
Okay.
So Roy's in Switzerland, no Amazon. Still, I get the Swiss prices and free shipping for books, including comics. Awesome. Heavy Struts is asking, where do you get that PDF? This is something that Marvel put together for us. And oh my gosh, I forgot to do this. Thank you to David Gabriel, who is in London right now. And even when he's in London, he was still able to send me this my way so we can show it here on the channel. So this is something Marvel and his team puts together for us. So they leave out all the comic book stuff, like the single stuff, because he knows that I focus on collected editions. So thank you.
It's not an omnibus. That's why it wasn't on the list. Okay.
I thought they did that, man. Yeah, you better thank the man. I did. So David joined the Excalibur team. Yes, he went to London. That's right. That's where he is right now. Let's see if we have a couple more questions. So this will be available at different places like CBR and where else? Newsarama, like probably either next week or the week after next. So we all know Omar's David Gabriel's secret identity. He almost blew his cover there. I did not, and I am not David. One day I'll have him on the show just to prove y'all wrong. Top 5 Omnis this year. Man.
Already?
We got a lot. We got a lot already.
I really don't think I bought that many.
I got to answer this guy's questions. Fantastic Four novels. Would you pay $50 for the Howard the Duck Omnibus? Man, I did pay $50 for the Howard the Duck omnibus, so yes, when it first came out. So yes, I totally would.
Ooh,
I
you have a super chat.
I like that Steve Gerber stuff. Thank you so much, Justin Page, for the super chat. What's up, Wolverine? Sorry, I read that all in one sentence. I saw Wolverine. How quick will the Wolverine reprint sell out?
That's a good question.
I will say that it looks like the direct market is sold out at Tales of Wonder. The DM variant of Wolverine reprint, it looks like it's sold out at Tales of Wonder. From what that was a shout out to Brooks. Brooks was the one that told me. So I I don't know. I don't know. It's got 2 covers, right? So I'm thinking the direct market will go first, and then eventually. I'm hoping it does, not because I want it like, yay, people are missing out, but it's kind of the omnibus that I told David. Like, I'm like, I know it will sell. Like, it didn't sell 10 years ago because we had a different audience, but now we have all these people that really want these books, and I know it. I can almost guarantee it'll sell. So he's like, all right, well, let's see what happens. And hopefully that means we'll get a volume 2 if it does. This is a really good question. How does a pre-order sold out? It means that they can't take. That means Diamond had a cutoff, right? That's what this means. Diamond had a cutoff, and they're like, nope, you can't order anymore. Tales of Wonder, we're out. Meaning that Diamond puts an order in with the printer, with Marvel and the printers, and the printers are like, that's all we got. No mas. So I don't know if that means they'll get more a little bit later, kind of like the case of Daredevil and Uncanny X-Force, or if that means no, that's it. I think right now the X-Men box set is the one that I don't think is going to get anymore, just because it costs so much money to print something like that to begin with. Hope that is able to answer you all's questions. Astonishing Omnidog, love your Campbell Sideshow statues on display there. I only have Spidey from that line. Dude, he doesn't even have Spidey. He just likes the women.
That's right.
I don't blame him. Those are some really sharp looking women. The Hammer Omnis required. Yes. But to get there, we'd have to go through, I'm a completist, buddy. I'd have to have that John Byrne, Archie Goodwin run of Wolverine before we get to the Hammer stuff. Pre-ordered Uncanny Volume 2. And you got Volume 3 coming out. That's crazy. We have 1, 2, and 3, and 4 coming out at the end of the year. We're living in an X-Men fanboys dream world. It's great. Jess, what's a book you would like to see reprinted? Not for your sake, but like for somebody that, like a fan, right? I've been hearing a lot of FF Hickman, a lot of Spider-Man. What's a Marvel omnibus that you think should be reprinted? Just out of curiosity.
Wolverine and the X-Men.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a solid run. Jason Aaron. Gene Trash. I love that you say that, even though your username is Legion Quest. Who is a mutant? 2020, turning the Nambus year. Everything already sold out before it's out. Maybe. So yeah, this is something I need to. When things slow down a little bit, I was going to ask David about things like this. Like, how would they redo Inferno? Because I'm almost willing to bet that will be an omnibus. Because they've done Mutant Massacre. They reprinted it as an omnibus, adding more things. And both Fall of the Mutants and Inferno are OHCs. So I'm curious how they would handle that.
Ben Hamill keeps asking that question.
Okay. Got a DC question. Really enjoyed Morrison's Doom Patrol omnibus. How are the Silver Age and Bronze Age omnis? Jess?
Well, I wasn't going to answer this because it uses the term Omniboo, which is ridiculous. But
you're ridiculous.
They're both very different from Morrison's Doom Patrol. Very different. I mean, let me say it differently. Morrison's Doom Patrol is very different than these other two books. Silver Age is very Silver Age, but it's one of my favorite Silver Age books because it's so out there and weird. It's very readable, and I'm even surprised that it even got made. It's so out there. I like it, but I also like. I grew up in the Silver Age, so I'm going to kind of tend towards that. I didn't care for the Bronze Age Doom Patrol particularly. That's just me. That's just my opinion. I loved Morrison's Doom Patrol, and I love the Silver Age Doom Patrol, but I just don't feel like they got the characters right in the Bronze Age. I didn't feel like they had a real feel for the characters. I would try it digitally and see what you think. First, get a couple of issues online and see if it moves you at all. The Bronze Age just didn't do it for me.
Omar, how are the folks at Marvel taking this kind of response to the reprints? Professionally. I emailed David. I remember one time, but I asked him something because I had so many emails about this, and he was like, "That book has been the bane of my existence today." And it was the Daredevil by Bendis. It went out of stock. He's like, "Rest assured, we're gonna get more. It's just a matter of when." Legit question. Do you guys think adding the word omnibus onto a book, even if the contents don't change, sell the book more? Because I totally think it does. You answered the question the way that I would have. Absolutely. Jess, thoughts?
Totally.
Let's see what else we got here.
A question from Justin Rehberg. What do you think, Omar?
I know stories are important, but are you more of an art fan or a writing fan? Good Lord. I don't know how to answer that because I have sat through some really horrible art because the story was so good.
But horrible art can take you right out of a story, too.
Not me. I still read all of Sweet Tooth, and I hate, and I know I'm not alone, because I know you don't like his art either, but I hate Jeff Lemire's artwork.
Yeah.
And I still push my way through it because the story was so solid.
That's true.
So I think I lean more towards writing over art. And I hate to think that, but but now that I'm thinking about it, there's been a lot of, well, I'll use Image, the first few years of Image, that I bought Image books just for the artwork. And then I stopped because I'm like, I can't push myself to read this stuff. Now that I'm older, I'm like, okay, I'll get some of this stuff in oversized form. Like, I own the Wildcats, Absolute Wildcats. Who the hell in the right? Okay.
It's all about writing.
I knew I was going to get.
Although I can tell you that sometimes bad art makes me just have it does make it difficult to push through. And I actually don't. I'm not a huge fan of Jeff Lemire's art, but I don't consider it bad art. I mean, that's a subjective opinion, so I get it. Mm-hmm. I totally understand that. But I mean, just some really wretched art. Like, I've been reading Batman Black and White Omnibus for my show tomorrow. Mm-hmm. There's some wretched art in there that I was just like, I'm not even going to look at this story. I don't even want to look at this story. But then there's also atrocious writing in there that made me want to skip it too, that had beautiful art, but the writing was so bad, I said, forget it. I'm still not reading it.
See, I could push myself through that. Omar, how could you betray artists? I know, man. Hey,
there's an artist for you.
But dude, I got all the Spawn Deluxe editions. I got all the Street Fighter hardcovers. I've got Absolute Wildcat, so I still support my artist. Knowing damn well I ain't gonna read that stuff or enjoy it.
Your video froze, apparently.
Interesting.
Nothing we can do about it.
It was for a minute. Yes, here on freeze. I wonder where I froze. Was it when I was going off on art? All right, let's see. I don't know why you're slamming those Street Fighter so quiet. Have you read that stuff? Dude, it's like a 90s like Steven Seagal movie. Hey, you, let's fight. Okay. Omar can't win. If he said art, someone would have asked, how could he betray the writers? That's true. That's true. Thank you so much, Jesse. Say what? You were like the first person here, like always.
He's always first.
I'm surprised Meta Barons is still available.
I have it right here.
I think it took almost a year for Incal to sell out. So
not the brand new one.
The library, the big one,
the big brand new one. It took a year to sell out.
It almost took a year. Yeah, like I think
Oh.
December was the last time it was. So almost a year.
Okay.
Hey, good morning and namaste, amigos.
Namaste.
What's up, Tushar? Thank you, sir. No joke, Omar. Any news on a Milligan Complete Collection Volume 2? Is that X-Men or Ecstatics? Because I don't think we have either one yet. I pre-ordered that Wolverine Omnibus. God bless you, Keith, and everybody else that did.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's take a couple more questions while we're here. Thoughts on the Shazam series and how long it's taken them to put? Oh my goodness, is that still going? The Jeff Johns stuff, the one that the movie was based on? My goodness. Am I the only one who collects Omnibus?
Huh?
No, you are not. There's plenty of Omnibus collectors out there. Isn't that Riley's channel? Isn't that what it was called? The Omnibus Collector? Yeah, he is legit the Omnibus Collector. I hope they reprint the Todd McFarlane Spawn Omnibus? Or Spidey Omnibus, Viva Art Horrors. They did. They went through his second printing. So I'll say this. I know this is a Marvel solicitation, but as far as the DC solicitations right now, don't take anything in like solid. A lot of that stuff will be changed. We're hoping none of it gets canceled. So take it with a grain of salt what the actual contents are. And right now, I'd like to say, and if you plan on getting any of these books when they come out, you can check out our sponsor, cheapgraphicnovels.com. So, Omar, if you were writing an X-Men book, who would be on your team? Oh, God. What? This is like Sophie's Choice. Who do I leave out? Oh, man. Let's see. I would make it... Come on. Wolverine. I'm a sellout. Archangel. Rogue. Longshot. Emma Frost. Cyclops. X-23. Oh my gosh, man, this is a tough choice. Bishop. Yeah, Bishop, man. Colossus, Kitty Pryde, Storm. All right, cut off right there. Psylocke. Quanon, I guess. Maggot has to be on the team. Cleveland Brown, what is up, buddy? No, he does not. Not X-Man. I know, Tyler. I know. I chose Bishop. Yeah, Bishop. Dude, Bishop's a... Come on, man. Bishop's a badass. I don't care what I would have been. Who would you pick on your team besides Emma and the Cuckoos and Magic?
That's it. Emma and the Cuckoos, Magic, Psylocke, X-23.
You gonna add a dude on your team?
Dazzler? No. Dazzler, Jean Grey, Storm, Kitty Pryde, Rogue, and Blink.
Blink, interesting. Which Blink? Like the original Blink? Or Age of
Blink that I have an action figure for.
Triple X Women by Jess Bragg, drawn by Manara. There you go.
Yes.
Dude, draw some beautiful women. Just saying. No love for Morph. Nah, I was reading X-Men before the TV show. The Exiles Blink, who was the Age of Apocalypse Blink. So there you go.
Okay, good. That's who I want.
Nightcrawler is the soul of the X-Men.
He wouldn't look good in a bikini, though. He's not on my team.
You don't know that. I bet he does look good in a bikini. Alan Davis drew him that way.
You don't know what I do with my action figures.
I don't want to know.
No, you don't.
Maybe a reading order of X-23. Yeah, I can work on that. That one should be pretty easy, straightforward. And I'd make you, as your editor, throw in Darkhawk in the team.
Darkhawk.
I'd make you throw a Darkhawk in there. Unless it's Megan. Yeah, Megan shapeshifting in the night. Y'all bringing back a lot of memories. There was an all-female team. Yep. Freddie's got you. Wasn't it Brian Wood? Like Brian Wood wrote those. Jubilee, Psylocke.
What was the title of those books?
It was just X-Men. There's only 3 trades, I think, available.
I need those. I don't have those.
I'll send you a link.
Thank you.
I got you, man. Omar, do you collect any statues? Not anymore, dude. I sold just about all my statues. I came really close to getting Guts from Berserk. But I told Gio, our friend Gio, was trying to bait me on that. I said, Gio, now you know damn well if I buy Guts, they're gonna announce a Griffith and a Casca, and then I'm gonna get them, and then I'm like, oh, there's gonna be an exclusive God Hand of Walgreens in Japan, and I'll be paying $5,000 a statue for that. I can't do that. I can't do that. Robert, welcome to the chat. You missed. Let's go through this really quick. I don't mind doing this again. Uncanny X-Men Volume 3 reprint. Marvel Horror Lives Again Omnibus. Excalibur Omnibus Volume 1. Conan the Barbarian by Kurt Busiek Omnibus. The Conan the Barbarian, the original Marvel Years Omnibus Volume 5. Peter David Hulk Omnibus Volume 2. And the Infinity Crusade Omnibus Volume.
You are a nice host.
Yeah, man.
I told that guy to pound sand, but you went over it. Good for you.
I get it. Some people are getting off work. Some people are out drinking. So there you go. Need that Power Pack Volume 2. But man, dude, there's a lot. See, Power Pack, Jess. I told you to get that Power Pack, dude.
I was this close.
You're going to be sorry when that sells out.
I thought you were going to say sorry when somebody screen caps me doing that.
And let's see. See? Casca was just announced this year. I can't do that. I can't do that to myself. I can't do it to my family. I won't have any room for that stuff. I love that stuff. Oh, damn it. Shut up, Green Lantern. Don't make sense. Quit being logical. You recorded all this. They could just, forget about that. All right. I got caught up, man. I'm old school. It's my old school mentality.
Yeah, we're having fun.
I came close to ordering that Power Pack Omni. Come on, Smart Lock. Hit that button. Hit that button. Get that Omni. Don't miss out. All right, so let's get serious. And man, Amazing Spider-Man from about 419 to 441 is spotty as far as collected editions. Why do you think that is? Because people stop buying Spider-Man during the saga. For the most part, yes, and it is spotty. There are a few things. What is it? The Spider Identity Crisis. A couple. Just there isn't much at all, man. Like Spider Hunt, The Gathering of the Five, Hobgoblin Lives. That's it. That's it as far as trades. Omar, thanks to your video, I took the dive on the Children of the Atom box set. I hope you enjoy it, brother.
Ooh, I came close to buying that one too.
You are. What is with you? Captain Marvel by Pat is a weird one because the first series is pretty good. Then he goes insane and becomes almost unreadable. Peter David went insane. I kind of dug that run. Didn't Fabian Nicieza do? No, he wrote him in the Thunderbolts. That's right.
Ooh, highlight bit. Yeah.
I got you. He's writing it like you wrote the damn thing.
That's right. I typed it in. Good for you, Bandito. I loved it.
Yeah, man.
That's the best.
It's a good run. Much love from America to Brazil. Wish I was there a couple of weeks ago during Carnival. Hello, gentlemen. What do you think of the new Batmobile? Like, so pretty looks solid. It's like the Batsuit. I want to see it in action. I want to see a sneak trailer sometime. Is this the most live viewers you've had? No. Believe it or not, a few weeks ago I did the epic books that are coming out. We had like 335 viewers. It was crazy.
Really?
I didn't know that many people cared about epics, which was awesome. Are you doing more reading order videos? Yes, sir. We do a Patreon poll every month, and I think for the month of March it's Flash. So we'll be doing a Flash reading order, or I will be. I don't say why. I'm saying we. Who's going to see the Bloodshot movie? Not me, but
who has two thumbs and is not going? This guy.
I wish you all a good journey, though. Curtis has the epic heads. All excited. He's a good. Curtis is a really good dude. I really like Curtis.
A good guy.
He runs a good Facebook group too. Keeps them under a close watch. Trailers look good to Green Laser. I don't know. Honestly, I may see it. I went to see Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey. I mean, that was,
awesome. You go in hating everything. You don't. You even enjoy life.
Are we doing this live? Are we going to go ahead and argue about this? Because no, I went in and I was like, okay. I had no expectations. I mean, other than the one trailer, I'm like, well, this isn't my Birds of Prey, but I'll watch it. I'm not going to get into spoilers, but there were a lot of things I didn't like about the movie, and there were some things that I liked enough for me to be like, man, I wish this movie had done well, because I'd like to see a sequel. Like, I would love to see a sequel with the same characters. But I don't know. I had a lot of issues with it, the non-coherent story and some of the dialogue, but it did make me laugh a few times. And the action sequence in the police station was freaking awesome.
That was a great scene. I loved that scene.
Yeah.
So. I loved the smile on her face that whole time.
The parents are fighting. We're not fighting. We just don't agree on things. That's okay. Tell David to put the Bill Mantlo Hulk epics for next year. I told you all that story, right? I'm like, as soon as the epics, they started collecting Hulk epics, I sold those Bill Mantlos because I'm like, these are the perfect epic size. All Marvel has to do, put an epic label on it. And that was 7 years ago, and I'm still waiting. So I'd be happy with that. Jess, watch the Berserk movies on Netflix. I've suggested that too. Watch the Berserk movies and then see what all the hype is about.
I like anime, so I'll watch that.
Omar, have you watched the Harley Quinn cartoon on these? I've seen the first episode.
Oh, it's so great.
David, yes, Jess loves it, of course.
I do love it. It's hilarious.
It's pretty funny. I'll watch the rest of it.
You'll hate it.
Shut up. You're making me sound like I hate everything.
You do.
Oh, I don't. You like David Lynch movies. I do like David Lynch movies. I'm a big fan of his stuff. FF Epic 19 would have been nice. No, Jess has to read Berserk manga, at least in volume 2.
No. Peace and love, peace and love. I love everyone. Everything is to everybody's taste. I'm glad it's out there for you. I gave it a shot. Manga is not for me. I'm glad you like it, but it's not for me. Peace and love.
I love that you closed the door on an entire book catalog, not just one book. You're like, nah, just all of manga.
I cannot read it.
I wonder if
It's too hard for me to read.
I wonder if there's a bizarro version of you somewhere in Japan going, you know what? Screw American comics. I'm glad you all like your X-Men and silly Avengers, but I can't do it. My brain is too old. I don't want what is this nonsense left to right? No, thank you. That's not the way, you know, books are supposed to be read. Somewhere in Japan, this is bizarro jazz. I'm 51 and don't get manga. All right, see, there you go.
Peace and love.
There you go. Shot down in flames. Oh, that was a good conversation. I'm with Jess. No manga for me. Well, there you go. You two fuddy duddies can move.
And I don't want anybody to think I hate it. I don't hate manga. I don't hate manga fans. It's just not for me.
Hate manga fans without.
I do not. I'm glad you like manga. It really, it's awesome that you have it.
Why are we even in this topic? Who was talking about manga? Somebody suggested that you should do this. Most important question of the night, though. When are we going to get New Warriors Volume 2? All right, forget everything else. Forget Uncanny X-Force. Forget Wolverine. Let's make sure New Warriors Omnibus Volume 1 sells out so we can get a Volume 2, guys. I'll be so happy with that. That would be awesome. Omar, have you checked Grand Blue Dreaming? No, I have not, David. I know one of my brothers has told me about it. He digs it. What is it? Here we go. But I get it. I put a limit on no Star Wars or manga in my collection. Just can't fall into more stuff to get. Yeah. I was like that for a long time with some stuff. I still don't. I have one Valiant for my buddy Lloyd, who sent me a Bloodshot book. That's the only Valiant book I have.
Now that's a dark hole I fell into. I like the Valiant universe a lot,
and I love the original Valiant. From the 90s, but I think a lot of that stuff is out of print, and part of my brain is like, oh, keep that out. Because the minute you buy a couple of those or find some that are out of print, your dumbass is going to go buy the rest of them. Because I know how I do. I know how my brain works. Oh, man. So we need more. Okay, what happened to that series? We only got one OHC, then nothing. I don't know. What happened to all Star Wars. We still don't have any Darth Vader. We don't have Star Wars Volume 2, Omnibus Volume 2. So I don't know if it's selling. I really don't know. I don't know what the answer to that is. I'm hoping one day we will. Oh. Your main condition, TMNTW or Hellboy? IDW or Hellboy? Oh.
While you're thinking, I will say that I just read TMNT Volume 4 today from IDW. That is one of the best books I've read this year.
Oh, dude, wait till you get to Volume 6.
Oh, I can't wait. I want to read all of it now. I mean, 1 through 3 were okay and they were good and I enjoyed them, but 4 was so epic. So good.
Oh, you're right. It's one of my favorite series.
Wow.
I think I'm still going to go Hellboy, though, for that. I love the way that Hellboy just kept getting better. And TMNT does the same thing. And then just, holy crap, Hellboy. Woo! That library edition's probably 2, 3, and 4 are some of the best comics out there. Or 3, 4, and 5. But don't miss out on IDW TMNT. It is freaking awesome. I've reviewed it on my channel for years, and every time I get a new one, I talk about how great they are. Also Transformers, because it's Transformers. Oh, wait. Yep. Right there. Forget TMNT and Hellboy. Go read IDW Transformers. Yeah, not the new series. Oh, my gosh. Is Stuff a Legend? Did it actually come back? Or are they still on hiatus?
I don't know. I love Stuff of Legend. I didn't even know it had taken a hiatus for so long. I didn't know it was back.
Yeah, I think they mentioned coming back, but I don't know. Are we getting a new Immortal Hulk HC? We are getting a Volume 2. No mention of a Volume 3 yet, as far as this video. But like I said, we're only doing the June solicitations. We still need to know books for Like hardcovers aren't going to be in this for October. So we still need to know books for October, November, and December. So there's a chance. I'm hoping there's a chance for some Spider-Man by Nick Spencer in there too.
Is that a good run?
Yeah, it's a good run. X-Men Reload by Chris Claremont. Oh, we need that too, don't we? But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and say it. We need some Extreme X-Men Omnibus. Anybody else? Extreme X-Men Omnibus, right? We got X-Men Revolution. Extreme X-Men can spin right off of that. And then we can have a X-Men Reload Omnibus. Although the Salvador LaRocca did the first few issues of that. Oh my goodness. But after that, it was Igor Cordy. Oh, his art. That's how much I like the story. How excited are you for the Byrne She-Hulk Omnibus? Yeah, I'm all over that stuff. This stuff from my childhood, so of course I'm excited. She's the first character to me that, like, in comic books that broke the fourth wall. And have you read that stuff, Jess? The original She-Hulk stuff by Byrne?
No.
It's a solid run, man.
Okay, good.
It's a solid run. You've read the Dan Slott stuff.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
I'm a big fan of both. Byrne, I love how egotistical he is, so much so that the Omnibus collects his run, right? But Byrne is so egotistical that when he came back to She-Hulk, he was like, yeah, all that stuff that happened between my issues didn't happen. So, like, the issue where he comes back is literally like him just taking off like he never left. It's amazing. Any new Dawn of X hardcovers? Sorry, I just woke up. No. Welcome to the club, man. No Dawn of X hardcovers. Just more trade paperbacks. Let's see, I skipped Peter David Hulk because the art is just awful. I'm hoping for a Ground Zero epic, though. Oh, I'm sure we'll get that stuff in epic format. Wait a minute. What? You didn't like the artwork? Oh, you don't like the old McFarlane stuff, huh? I think we've had this conversation, Matthew. I haven't read a bad comic book by Lemire yet.
Well, let me suggest one to you. Plutona.
Didn't dig it, huh?
Oof. No, that book is not in my collection any longer. I love everything, especially this book. Love this book.
Yeah. I can't believe you found that.
Plutona. Oh, I found this a long time ago. I just broke the seal last weekend.
Okay. For me, Extraordinary X-Men.
I haven't read that.
Did not like that. But ask me if I'll buy an omnibus. You damn Skippy, I'll buy an omnibus of Extraordinary.
I heard that he had a miserable experience with that because of editorial interference.
Yeah, you heard it from me. I told you that.
Oh. Well, I'm repeating what you said.
Oh, you heard it from a good, smart guy then. Yeah.
I didn't say that. I said I heard it from you.
I think you did. You said I heard it from a reliable source.
I said I just heard it.
Omar, you know we need a Chuck Austin X-Men omnibus. Do we need it? No. Would I buy it? Hell yes. it's oh my gosh. Chuck, like, that run, dude. Like, Chuck Austin, that run. I don't know if anybody remembers that run. I know some people like to forget. The Devil's Nightcrawler's dad. She Lies with Angels. I think I did run into a couple of my viewers that actually like his run, though. So I'm not gonna crap on it. If you like it, awesome.
There was a question about Sentient by Jeff Lemire.
Solid
awesome book.
Awesome.
From TKO.
Yeah.
Excellent book.
That was really good. I wish we had more of that.
I agree.
Mutant X Omni, please. I agree. That was one of my most wanted X-Men Omnis. For sure. Not a lot of people ask for that. That's a Howard Mackie stuff. I hated Lemire's Superboy.
Oh, I was just going to order that. Riley recommended it last night.
I can't even remember. That's the one with the cover. It's just him with his t-shirt and his fist up, right?
Oh,
yeah. I think I read it. I just don't remember anything in it. I'm a big fan of Black Hammer, though. That whole Black Hammer universe, I'm excited for that stuff.
Oh, Black Hammer's the bomb, as they used to say.
And, of course, Omar, when's Uncanny Volume 5 coming out?
Time to go.
What? Did you get a job at Marvel yet, or should I write to David like he's your congressman? Please adopt a child. Why Marvel is being so cruel with hardcovers? I think we've gotten a lot more. I think they're experimenting, right, with sales again with hardcovers, because for a long time, for us that have been collecting omnis and for a long time, usually it was trade paperback, oversized hardcover, and then an omnibus. For about just a lot of these, right? Like we had Ultimate Spider-Man, Runaways, Amazing Spider-Man, things like that. Now it's like they played it safe, and I really thought for the longest time they were completely done with oversized hardcovers. And now we've gotten Venom, we've gotten Immortal Hulk, we got the Thanos book, and Miss Marvel finished out that way. So I'm thinking they're bringing it back, that format back. I don't think it went away. So hopefully we'll get some more books announced later on at the end of the year. If Marvel is cruel, then what is DC? Ooh. DC's like that ex-girlfriend that just won't go away, that promises you things. You're like, okay, come back, come on inside, we'll make out. And then you forget why you left in the first place. Get out! That's right. House of X and Powers of X was an oversized hardcover before it was a trade paperback. DC's and comp me. They've gone through a lot of changes though, so hopefully DC will get their stuff together and find out what happens. I have all those OHCs you mentioned. Love them. Good. Yeah, I think they're great. Captain America, Black Panther. Thank you, Freddie. By Coates. Yes, Royal City is getting a. Lloyd is right. Royal City is getting a collection in July. I don't know if it's in July. What is a lesser-known comic character you think deserves an omnibus treatment, Jess? And why is it Darkhawk?
A lesser character.
Don't you say Pharaoh, lad? I will boot you off of this show.
Gee, I feel like everybody's really well known. I'll tell you who.
Ooh.
I'm blocking on his name now.
Does he have wings, metal wings? He fought in the.
No, shut up. He's from Uncanny X-Force, and he has the globe, the thinking globe, Phantom X. Phantom X
doesn't have a thinking globe.
He has that world thing he travels in and shit.
Oh, gosh, I thought you were talking about Zorn for a second.
Oh no, Phantom X.
You want a Phantom X omnibus?
Well, no, I want more. Is that what he asked?
Yeah. What lesser known character would you give an omnibus to? I think that would be like a.
Oh well, then I want more of Phantom X.
Okay, Jess wants a Phantom X, so let's give him a new X-Men omnibus and an Uncanny X-Force omnibus.
Well, that's the only place I know him from. I think I thought he was an interesting character. I want more of him.
He was in Astonishing X-Men. I forgot about that, the newer run. Man. What about from DC? Because I want to go Marvel and DC. Obscure character for me for Marvel. Nth-Man.
X-Man.
Nth-Man. X-Man. You're doing that for Tyler.
I'm doing it for Tyler. X-Man.
That's actually not a bad choice. That's a good one. And a lot of it had some great artwork. From DC, who would you pick from DC? Obscure character from DC.
Farrellad.
I hate you. Man, there's so see, that's the thing. It's so much easier to pick from DC because they haven't done so much. So I would say, obscure character. Well, if you gotta go with one character, I guess Spectre by Ostrander.
Ooh,
Or
yeah.
or the question. All right, let's go.
Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dennis O'Neil question. Yeah, get that out there, man.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
They said obscure, not unknown. No one's heard of Nth Man? Really? Come on. Okay, Derek Tyler has. Thank you, Larry Hama. Very short-lived series. Captain Carrot. Yes. Azrael. It's a good one. Phantom X is cool. His globe thing is a sentient vehicle.
Yeah,
Yep.
right.
I mean, why are we still fighting for the question by Dennis O'Neil Omnibus?
I do
Yeah.
not know.
So it was close. It was between that or the Austrian Der Spectre. So DP7. See? Yeah, DP7, Atari Force. Let's just go ahead and throw. But the thing is, like, I think Marvel will eventually do things like that. Like every time, like a popular character from like DC gets canceled, Marvel will be like, "All right, sure, we'll do the what is the Elf World, Elf Kids, or we'll do Peter Porker, the Spectacular Spider Ham." Omnibus. Oh, Silver Sable. Here we go. Here's some obscure characters. I like that. Strike Force, Morituri.
Oh, I read that.
Yep. Joe
Couldn't
Casey's
consider
run on Wildcats collected in. I like that because Travis Charis, that dude's artwork, man. The like, I don't know if that's real.
it.
Austin, are you trolling me, Austin? That
Yeah,
can't be real.
totally.
Oh my gosh, have we almost gone on for 2 hours, guys? I've been having so much fun. Sorry, I didn't mean to go on this long, but gotta call it a night. We have been going on for an hour and 47 minutes. Thank you all so much for joining us. Don't forget to hit that like button while you're still here. And for those joining us afterwards, I don't know why you stayed throughout the whole thing. God bless you all if you did. Hit that like, smash that like button, hit the notifications button. Thank you again to David Gabriel for giving us early access to this stuff. We can be found on Patreon and Redbubble. And don't forget to check out our sponsor, cheapgraphicnovels.com. All right, go 20 minutes. Make it an even 2 hours. All right, Justin, there we go.
Oh, I can't. I'm dying here.
He's
Let me
dying.
promote my channel.
He's got to do a show after this. I'm going to be on his channel. Oh, thank you all seriously for joining us. This has been a lot of fun. I had so much fun. I wasn't even looking at the time. So, Legion Quest.
Me, Omnidog, on Omnidog's Vault on YouTube.
Dude, I was going to get there. Hold on.
No, you weren't. You were going to shut the show down and not even talk about me.
I talk about you enough.
Never enough. And Omnidogs_Vault on Instagram. And like that. Tomorrow is Batter Days in the Batcave.
Batter Days in the Batcave. I'm going to start a new segment on my channel called Batter Days in the Early AM. Right, it will be right about 5 minutes before Jess's live show goes on. I would never do that. Thank you all for joining us. Remember, if it's classy and cool, it must be near mint. Jess, check out his channel, Omnidogs Vault.